Welcome to Season 2 of Go Wildly podcast. We are Emily and Heather, two childhood friends who carry a mic into wild places like rivers, trails, and forests, with wild people to host raw, honest conversations about adventure, healing, identity, and the transformative power of nature. In this season, we're centering the voices of people who call Southern Oregon home. Outdoor enthusiasts and outdoor professionals whose lives have been shaped, changed, or are continually influenced by time outside. Come along as together we go wildly.
Hey, you wildly wonder. Thank you so very much for listening to the podcast. It means the world to us. Okay, I have a little mission. Pause the podcast right here. Make sure that you're subscribed to this guy, okay? It's gonna be a fun time over here. And if you so wish, we would love a 5-star review, or whatever your heart's inclined to do. Also, leaving us a review truly helps the algorithm, and we appreciate you doing that. Thank you so very much. Also, little tidbit, over on Instagram, we're having so much fun over there. Lots of behind-the-scene footage, some POVs, just some fun, unhinged content. If you love the pod, that's where we go wildly, for sure. So don't forget to follow us over there. Okay, back to the show.
Okay, are we ready? Great, sounds great, awesome. Okay, today on Go Wildly, we are honored to be joined by a living legend, an icon, a public servant who has been showing up rain, shine, or drought for over 80 years. Smokey Bear. Smokey was born out of one of the most devastating wildfire seasons in American history in the summer of 1944, when the U.S. Forest Service needed someone to carry a message that actually stuck. They found their bear, and the rest is history. He spent 8 decades as the face of wildfire prevention, delivering what may be the most recognized public safety message ever created. You already know it. You've always known it. Only you can prevent forest fires. But here's the thing about Smokey. He's not just a slogan. He represents something real. Every fire lookout, every controlled burn, every kid who grew up respecting the forest because of a bear in a hat. That's his legacy. He lives, of course, in the woods, we assume. He serves on no boards, he has no LinkedIn, but his territory covers every national forest in the country, and his work is arguably more urgent right now than it ever has been. We're so pleased to talk with Smokey and his handlers, AJ and Sarah, about fire season, climate, and what it actually takes to keep these wild places wild. We are here at the $8 Mountain Boardwalk Trail. We're going to find our way into the shade and hear about how we can stop forest fires.
How you can prevent forest fires. Okay, let's go. Let's get down there.
Okay. Whee!
Really good.
Apparently my occupation is wordsmith. But I do have to give some credit to AI because it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, a multitude of information and synthesize it down into a 60-second live read intro that fits a vibe.
Let's go towards the shade, Smokey.
Does Smokey require a lot of direction?
He has a mind of his own sometimes. Yes. He does like learning things, though.
Oh yeah, this is your microphone.
Oh, well, thank you.
We feel like Smokey would like this because I'm sure his food is
He likes
is
berries.
fish.
He likes
Oh,
berries.
he likes berries.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
vegetarian bear?
strictly
Oh,
vegetarian.
I love that. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right.
Who wants to sit? Anybody?
Smokey, do you want to sit? No.
I'm
Smokey
okay.
wants to
I'm
stand.
okay standing.
Stand behind. So here, let's do this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Here, Smokey, you come back behind, and then I'm gonna block you in.
Get in here, AJ.
Get in there, AJ.
Get in here, AJ.
Come on down,
You
AJ.
already said your name, so.
We know you're here.
You're locked in, friends. Aren't you glad I'm back on the forest? How much do you love me right now?
A lot. Do I have to show the fish?
Well,
Would it be better that way?
You can if you want to. It's holding our microphones.
fish flops.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Love
babe.
it. Yeah, maybe.
Normally we would have like lapel mics and everybody would have one, but since we're down from 4 mics to 2 mics, this makes it a little bit easier to share it around. And it's our, it's kind of our mascot, our unofficial mascot. We can set that up as tripod, and then you don't have to hold it at all.
Yeah, not
because we're high tech like that. It gets taller too.
Do you want any animation or what?
We
Yeah, you just hang out. Okay.
Perfect.
does Smokey dance?
No.
Perfect.
Okay.
None of that was recorded, correct?
We can cut it out.
Okay.
Do you want the chairs? Do you not need them?
Well, I don't,
We can sit if you guys want to stand.
I don't need this. I'd rather stay.
I'll be a student.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to sit by? You give me the eye.
You guys can share a mic and we'll share a mic.
Okay.
All right, handlers. Tell us what we need to know.
Take it away.
Well, only you can prevent forest fires.
Oh, we're done. That's all we need to know.
No, Smokey's, he's the legend here. So, his whole spiel is making sure that you're, fire safe with all the things that you do, especially your campfires. We don't want to leave fires unattended and make sure that they're out cold before we're leaving.
The 3 steps to make sure you're putting out your campfire correctly is you're gonna drown your campfire first with water or cold sand or dirt. You're gonna stir your campfire really well. Hopefully you've brought your shovel like Smokey always brings, or find a big stick in the woods. And then you may or may not have to repeat those first 2 steps. And then the last step is performed by an adult, and they are the ones that touch and feel the campfire so that they can guarantee that it is cold. So drown, stir, and check.
Approved.
What is the best role that kids can play in that activity?
They really love the drowned and stir portion. Get them involved. We reach out to pretty much all the 2nd grade classrooms in Jackson and Josephine County in the springtime through our Rogue Valley Fire Prevention Co-op. We do team teaching, and that's part of the curriculum and the lessons that we teach the kids is about how to put out your campfire correctly. So we're starting them at an early age, 2nd grade.
Do they get to practice it in those lessons? Do you do
No, it's just
simulation?
more of a presentation, but we've got pictures up on the screen, so visualization really helps.
Totally.
I think the other real key component about fire prevention is know before you go. If you're going to be doing anything outdoor recreation in public lands, know if there's fire restrictions in place ahead of time.
Where do people find out that information? How do you know before you go?
Right. Good question. You want to rattle off?
So there's many spots that you could get onto our Forest Service website, and you can find information on Know Before You Go there as well. And it includes all sorts of things just about our local public use restrictions, things to be paying attention to as you're driving into the woods, like not dragging chains if you're towing a boat, and all sorts of stuff. It's a great avenue for folks to really learn about, fire prevention, safety measures.
I think default is if you just Google search the Rogue River-Siskiyou National Forest, on our homepage there's going to be a tab that says alerts, and on that alert page there will be if we have any area closures for anything specific, or when we do get to the time of the year when we put in fire restrictions, those will be posted on that website. There's also another great website for the state, Southwest Oregon. It's just swO.org.
And that is also fire restrictions and fire prevention methods.
Correct. Yeah.
What kinds of places does Smokey get to go?
Oh, he goes all over the country. He's a very popular bear. He has his own zip code because he gets so much mail.
Truly?
Yep, truly does.
Wow.
He's very famous.
It kind of like Santa Claus. You can just Santa Claus North Pole and it gets to him. So it would just be Smokey Bear, zip code. What's the zip code? How do we send mail to Smokey Bear?
We will put it in the show notes, guys.
Yes, put it in the show notes.
Does Smokey have a social media?
Smokey doesn't have his own, we'll call it Instagram page or Facebook page, but very regularly he is hashtagged on other agency websites, especially when he attends community events. Like just this past weekend, Smokey Bear and I were at Shady Cove. Fire District 4 had an open house, so we attended there and had a booth set up and some fire activities and working with the local fire department there, cooperators. So it was a really good time. Smokey really enjoys making sure the public knows how to be safe in the woods.
Is that true, Smokey? Yeah.
Can you sing for us the Smokey the Bear song?
I am not a singer. I apologize. I apologize. You could hum the tune, maybe.
Let's see. Well, and this is the Smokey the Bear. That's what people think, but it's actually Smokey Bear.
Smokey Hat does not have a middle name.
But the song, the old school song, maybe it does go Smokey the Bear, Smokey the Bear, a prowling and a growling and a sniff in the air. He can sniff a fire or something. Do you remember it?
No.
Oh, okay. I sent it to her.
Before it's even
Lit. A flame.
Before it starts to flame.
Before it starts
There
to
you go.
flame. There you go.
Good job, AJ. Sing away.
Yeah, I know a little bit. That's my favorite part. That's the one I remember.
I think that song was originated in the original campaign back in the late 40s, early 50s. Is when Smokey Bear originally came to form.
Can we say a little more about that?
It was post-World War II, wanting to be safe in the woods, not create any more catastrophe, what was already going on in the country, lack of personnel to be out in the woods because everyone was off fighting the war. That was in the late 40s, but in 1950, there was a large fire event down in New Mexico. Remind me the name of the forest, AJ?
Lincoln.
The Lincoln National Forest. An actual bear cub was found stranded up in the top of a tree by some firefighters and was turned into the local ranger and soon to be turned into the Smokey Bear mascot for wildfire prevention.
Wow.
So
I love that origin story.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Talk about a pivotal experience outside for a bear to
Right.
be wandering through a forest fire and then become a mascot against forest fires. Wow. And if people want to find out more about Smokey himself, where could they learn more about Smokey or have a chance to meet Smokey?
Smokey doesn't have a schedule, so it's kind of hard to advertise.
He has a website, smokeybear.com.
Yes.
Check out.
But he does attend many events this time of the year. This is May is wildfire preparedness awareness month. So there's usually a lot of community events that he tries to make an appearance.
Will Smokey be at the Boatneck Parade this year?
He will.
That's
He'll be
my-
on a
That's me.
Forest Service fire engine, probably
Yay.
giving a wave.
That's me and Smokey's origin. That's where my love for
Your-
Smokey started. Was
at
the parade
Boatneck.
at Boatneck Parade,
Awesome.
coming down the.
He
Coming
also
down the
will be
street.
attending probably more than one 4th of July parade this summer.
Wonderful. 4th of July is my birthday.
There you go.
So wonderful.
You and Smokey, so connected.
Yeah. Love that.
Does Smokey have an opinion on fireworks?
Well, fireworks are restricted on public lands, federal public lands, year-round. So we tell folks no fireworks on public lands. And if you are in an area where you can, make sure you have your bucket of water readily available. Be fire safe when your adults are lighting the fireworks only, no children in that part of the process. You just get to watch and have fun.
Excellent. Would Smokey have any advice for his younger self?
Ooh, interesting question.
Good question.
Smokey, you think you got... I mean, you've been pretty solid since day one.
You've been on a
Good
clear
track record.
mission. You know what you're here, what your purpose is, and you're fulfilling it, and you've known since the very beginning.
Smokey's got a lot of friends, a lot of firefighter friends, a lot of friends in the woods, friends that fly around in the air,
Right.
friends that play in the water. So we're just trying to keep our environment safe.
Yes. So this shovel, is that Smokey's preferred gear? Is this his favorite piece of gear he always has on him?
It's the best tool for stirring up your campfire, yes.
Perfect. Yes, I can see. So a shovel, guys. It's a great gear piece to have with you. Wonderful.
And well, we kind of already talked a little bit about Smokey's legacy, but how do you think Smokey would want to be remembered when his era comes to an end, if ever?
Hopefully it doesn't come to an end. He has a great message. I think his legacy is just making sure the public is educated and knows how to be responsible and safe while they're out recreating in the woods. Or he also can give us messages about how to be safe on our own property. Smokey doesn't necessarily come and do the work, but we as wildfire prevention officers educate the public on how to do home defense for their homes and property, and continuing forward, I guess. It's great messaging.
Smokey's never gonna die.
No, lives on.
No, he will live on forever, and I love that. Yay.
He's eternal.
He's eternal. It should be, right? Fire.
Yeah.
Wildfire.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much
Absolutely.
for everything. Do you want to do a wrap up?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess our final question would be what advice for people wanting to get into fire prevention, how they could, if there are job opportunities in fire prevention, if there are volunteer opportunities in fire prevention beyond just their own personal maintenance of home property,
Right.
campground, how could somebody who was interested in perhaps a career in fire prevention get involved?
Gotcha. Go for
Yeah,
it
so
first.
USA Jobs is kind of our main application process for applying for these kind of positions. There's many temporary positions out there that cater to fire prevention that they can come try it out and see if it's something that they're interested in and learn more about fire prevention and human cause statistics and things of that nature, and just help push the message just like Smokey likes.
Awesome. And any last tips on what you want the people to know about Smokey and fire prevention?
Well, 85% of all fires are caused by humans, so it's important to, like we said, know before you go and just be aware of things that can start fires and just take preventive action as best you can.
Awesome.
Doesn't take more than a couple minutes before you're going to go outdoors, whether that's taking your RV out in the woods to go camping for the weekend, or campfire safety specifically, or you're out recreating with dirt bikes or OHV.
Your spark arresters.
There's
checking those.
doesn't take very much time to know a couple things before you go, so that you're making sure you're bringing all your checklist equipment,
Right.
and knowing if there's restrictions in place. We really rely on the public to hopefully have a little bit of background before they get to the forest.
The places they can have fires and they
Yep.
cannot. Also.
Because there's more of us than there are
of
of Forest Service employees and Smokey Bears.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming out, taking the
Thanks
time
for having
to
us.
share yourselves and share Smokey with us, and for all the work that you do keeping our environment safe and accessible. Heather's so happy and excited.
Give Smokey a hug or a high five.
And I'm Emily,
And I'm Heather.
and together we're Go Wildly. Yay!
Nice.
Thanks,
Nice,
guys.
nice.
Yeah, we'll do some group photo and
Yeah.
And
Did
call
you
it.
want?
Howdy, friends. Quick little pause on the adventure. First of all, we just want to say thank you. Truly. The fact that you're out there listening to this weird little outdoor podcast we started means more to us than you probably realize. We're just two little feral childhood besties that had an idea, grabbed some microphones, and decided to record conversations in the wild. And somehow you showed up for it. Thank you. So if this podcast has ever made you laugh, taught you something, or kept you company on a drive, a hike, or a day at the river, we have one small favor to ask you. Give the show a follow, tap the stars, and leave a review if you can. And also, here's a little fun exercise. Think of the first person who popped in your head while listening to this episode. Because let's be honest, everyone on podcasts reminds somebody of somebody, or somebody you know that'll enjoy this podcast. Send this episode to them. That's honestly the best way this little Wildly podcast grows. All right, thanks for being here with us. Now let's go wildly together.
Well, well, well.
If it isn't, go wild.
Fancy meeting you here. What brings you around these parts?
Just thought I'd come out and do some artwork.
Oh, you are an artist. It's nice to see your art.
I'm an
You've got
artist.
a thread hanging from your hood.
Oh well,
Yeah.
it'll be fine. It'll be okay. I will survive the
Good,
thread.
I hope so.
I will survive the thread.
Thank God.
Thank God.
I hope we also survive this upcoming wildfire season.
Oh, dude. Might be a little touch and go out there.
Might be. Will you adjust your mic to this side of your
Oh, yeah.
sweater?
Sorry.
So that...
Who's the mic police now? Oh my God, so
I just
many
want us to
threads.
have really good audio. We've had a few audio struggles this season, and
We're getting it dialed.
yeah, we're figuring
Okay.
it out.
Cool, is that okay?
It's much better.
Thank you. Thank you. Come again, Mama.
I
Thank
look
you,
forward
Mama.
to it.
Yeah, so the wildfire season.
Yeah, it's coming in hot.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally so hot. But like, I still just want to like put it out there. I still have a little hope. Like,
Oh,
I'm like,
absolutely.
you know what? Who knows? We cannot predict the future. But what's important is that the Forest Service is preparing for the worst.
Yes, and that we are all playing our part in that. There are more of us out here in the world, in the country, in the region, than there are Forest Service employees, even if they are stacking their staff with like tens of thousands of people getting prepared for wildfire season. We can make all of their jobs way easier by preparing our homes and recreating smartly and safely.
Absolutely. And 9 out of 10 wildfires are created by humans.
Yeah, isn't that insane?
Insane.
Like, not just arson, but mostly from negligence.
Well, and that's what people typically think too. They're like,
Yeah.
you know, oh, somebody started that on purpose. That's not, somebody could have just accidentally, me, you, somebody else, dragging a trailer, going camping, and the chains are a little too long and it sparks something and it's just boom, there goes something. You know, I don't know.
Or they're using a gas-powered chainsaw, maybe any kind of chainsaw, I don't know.
A weed eater even.
Yeah, and just sparks flying. Maybe like romance starts a fire.
No, start something. Start something. Also, you know, speaking of like any sort of fire, any sort of anything you got to light, you know, it's like, you got to think about that.
Fire needs oxygen, fuel, and heat. And so if there's any of those all together in one place, there's going to be a fire.
Yeah.
Part of my like spring preparing for summer, I clean out all my gutters so that there's not leftover leaf debris in there. So if there are any embers flying through the sky, they're not going to catch debris on my roof or in my gutters. I make sure that my trailer chains are tight and not going to be dragging when I'm pulling my trailer. I cut down all of the dry grass in my yard and keep those grasses short as soon as possible. As soon as they start growing, I'm cutting them down. I don't want them to ever grow tall.
Well, yeah, and that's something that we really have to worry about is like wildfires. You can have an urban wildfire, which is what happened in Southern Oregon here. How many years ago now?
6 years ago.
6 years ago. And
September 8th, 2020.
Yeah, and Emily was directly affected by that fire.
Yeah,
so that
I was
really
living in
hits home.
Talent. I was evacuated, and it was terrifying. My home didn't burn, but many of my friends' homes burned, and I was driving out of town being chased by fire and fucking terrified.
Yeah, well, even me during that time, it worried me so much that it was coming down the highway that I had a storage unit with all of my catering equipment on the highway, you know, like I-5 there on the corridor. And I went and got renter's insurance just to be on the safe side of like, if it continued to barrel down the highway, all my catering stuff would be taken care of in my storage unit.
One of the scariest things about that Alameda fire in September 2020 wasn't just, I mean, every part of it was scary, was watching my friends' homes burn, hearing propane tanks explode, watching it just tear through neighborhoods and communities. But an other level of terror that it delivered to me, at least, was I evacuated to Grants Pass. I was living in Talent, came to Grants Pass, evacuated to my dad's house, and while being evacuated, then the fire started up in the Umpqua, and the fire started out in Smith River area, and it just felt, and then there was a fire in Eagle Point, and it just felt like, fuck, we're stuck.
Where are we going? Where are we
There's
going?
nowhere to go. We can't go south. We can't go north. We can't go east. We can't go west. All of these, we are in a bowl surrounded by fire, and they're all going, if they keep going, they're all going to eventually just connect here in Grants Pass, and we're all doomed.
Shit, that's so fearful.
Yeah.
But that's what you think during wildfire.
Yeah.
If you're being threatened by wildfire, I mean, that's the scariest thing ever.
You can't. Yeah, at least for me, it was really hard to sleep. It was really hard to eat. It was really hard to think about anything else other than the complete devastation that was happening all around. And at the time, I was also on the city council in Talent, so I had to show up in a government role for my community. And I was also going through the initial destruction, or like awareness of the destruction of my marriage. So I was a total fucking hot mess. And
Dude.
oh, and then a month later, my dad got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. So
Emily's really felt the effects of fire.
Yeah,
And how it spreads like wildfire.
my
That's
community
crazy.
was under fire. My self was under fire. My marriage was under fire. My family was under fire. And then as my dad was dying 2 years later, that was when the Rogue was on fire in 2022.
That's right.
And that felt extra
Heavy?
rough and heavy. It was like, wow, the place where my dad feels most at home and I feel like is most reflective and representative of who he is burning. And all of our friends said like the river was mourning the imminent loss of my dad. And that was
That's a lot.
beautiful and heavy. So yeah, fire and I, we have a certain kind of relationship, and
You've rose from the ashes for sure,
Absolutely.
but
call me a phoenix.
for real. But also, it's like all of that could be prevented. All of that potentially could have been prevented because of fire is caused like by human situation and then fueled by the climate conditions. So, but I
And
also wanna
fueled
say,
by like if more people had more safe space around their homes, less flammable material,
Even in the
both
city.
organic and inorganic, in towns around their home, there would have been less fuel to propel the fire. Granted, it was very propelled by wind and dry conditions, but anything that we can do to slow, delay,
yes,
deter.
and that's a hot take, would be that people think that only the houses in the rural communities are going to be affected, but that went through the downtown urban area, and so that means that those commercial building owners and businesses can also take action and just be a little bit more prepared. I mean, even to the extent of like having an evacuation plan and, you know, having maybe a little bug out plan, make sure all of your important documents are in a safe to go space, like where you can just grab and take them just in case. Like these are all things that just, when the time comes, you're going to be happy that you prepared ahead of time. And now is
Absolutely.
the month to do that. Now is the month to prepare.
Yeah, because it's Wildfire Preparedness Month.
Yeah, awareness. And also be prepared,
Because
bitch.
to be prepared is to be aware, and to be
Yes.
aware is to be prepared.
Absolutely.
They are symbiotic. They go hand in hand.
They do. They absolutely do. Did you know that the Smokey the Bear actually started in 1944 through like a campaign, obviously, about wildfire prevention and awareness?
Yeah, because there was a big fire.
Yeah, there was like a huge
there were tons of fires,
situation.
yeah.
Tons of fires. It's been happening forever.
Yeah.
But then in 1950, An actual baby bear was found up in a tree during a wildfire in New Mexico, and they rescued him. Paws burnt. He was in shambles, but
Poor little bear.
Yes, but he became Smokey, and they like deemed him Smokey, and then since that, like the whole campaign had a heartbeat
Oh, I love that.
because like now there's actually a Smokey,
Yeah.
the bear.
It's not just a
But it's
cartoon or a
actually-
costume.
Yeah, but it's actually Smokey Bear.
Smokey Bear.
That's
the
refined.
is not his middle name.
Yeah, but just like the in Go Wildly. Sometimes we call
Yeah,
it the
the
Go
Go
Wildly
Wildly podcast.
and sometimes we don't. It's really not in the LLC name, which I'm sure it's not in.
Yeah.
It's Smokey Bear, but it became a
Yeah.
real life thing, which is really cool, and it made it real.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
One of the things that I really that came out of that Alameda fire for me was a great increase in fire aware information, having all of the websites and apps and links bookmarked on my phone and on my
There's-
computer so that I would know.
There's a lot.
There's so many.
There's like, but they're all like really essential.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that. I remember when there was wildfires happening around and I would be like, where am I going? What am I seeing? Like, I don't want to go and just see something on Facebook because that could have been like 16 hours ago it was
Yeah.
updated, right? So like being able to see firsthand at these websites, there are, and I do have a few of them here if we want to talk about it.
My favorite one is probably the Watch Duty app because it signals when a fire has been reported and it keeps updates. I think they're just volunteers who monitor it, and they update every time information comes through on the scanner of resources that have arrived, how much the fire has changed. They're also, I believe, channeling in all of the information from
All the different
Forest Service,
places.
BLM, Rural Metro, City Fire, and being like a hub of all of the information that's out there.
That's the number one place to
I
go.
think Watch Duty is the bomb.
Watch Duty. Okay, cool.
And then also the Rogue River-Siskiyou Forest Service Facebook page. They keep that super updated. There's more frequently updated information on Facebook than on websites. So finding the Facebook page for the Forest Service entity in your region, here it would be the Rogue River-Siskiyou region. They will give updates like hourly sometimes, depending on what the status of the fire is, but
Yeah.
minimum a morning update and an evening update of growth and service resources and personnel and what action has been taken on a fire.
There's also an Air Now
yeah.
app, fire.airnow.gov for like all the air quality to protect your lungs, because that's also a thing when we inevitably get the fires that comes. We're in a bowl here in Grants Pass in particular,
Yeah.
and it just settles, so we want to like be a little bit more cautious of like,
Is it healthy, safe
Yeah.
to be outside, even if there isn't a fire in our direct region because of the way the air currents work around the globe? We could be receiving smoke from Alaska, Canada, Japan,
how it just
because we're all connected. What happens here in our air and in our water is going to go other places also, and vice versa. So, and that's sometimes a question that I see often on Facebook and in conversation is like, where's this smoke coming from? There's not a fire near us. So that Air Now app and website can be really helpful in seeing how the smoke is traveling through the air currents and where it's coming from. Yeah, that's a really
Yeah.
good one.
I got some other little fun things
Tell
that
me.
we can do.
Tell me.
Sorry, I just kind of like let you chat. I was actually
You're
looking at like
good.
where, because I know there's a ton
How
of.
dare you just let me chat?
I know, this is what it's all about.
Miss always interrupting me.
I'm getting better.
You are. I am very. I'm
I'm like
happy.
this now.
Yeah. Now you raise your hand.
I raise my finger.
Teacher, could I please speak?
Yes. Thank you, Mama. Okay, so a couple other things we can do. Did you know that your catalytic converter, Jesus Christ, your catalytic converter runs hot enough to ignite like brush, like
Yeah.
this sort of stuff behind us.
Yeah, so don't park your cars over dry grass.
Yeah, don't
Park
do that.
on gravel or cement. Don't frickin' drive, or asphalt, whatever. Don't drive your hot ass vehicle through dry terrain. You can
Yeah.
very easily spark a fire.
Totally. And then like when you're camping this summer, you definitely, I feel like this one was, we're really safe about this, me and Sean, for sure, when we're camping, of like digging up the fire, putting it out, more water, making sure it's cool to the touch.
Yes.
Like that much water, material,
drown.
like, and when I say material, I mean like dirt, like we just continuing to stir, bring in fresh dirt, stir, drowned out until it's like super, super dialed in and gone.
Yeah.
When we leave.
Yeah. It's so scary to show up to a campsite and see
Dude, that has happened
smoke. Yeah.
to me before. I'm like, oh shit, like, did they just leave? I hope so.
Yeah.
Because like,
Even still, if they just left, they should not have left until they made sure that their campfire was completely out.
and I think some people just like, they see that it's like, it's smoking, but not flaming. And they're like, oh, we're good.
Yeah.
Like take the extra step, because like 9 out of 10 wildfires are human caused. Like if you just do that
Spend an extra minute.
do a little extra, signal that virtue and like do it and go, if somebody's left around you in the campsite, go check theirs. Like go do a little sweep of it, pick up trash while you're at it. Like let's think about our neighbor. Let's think about going above and beyond this season to make sure that everybody's safe.
Absolutely. Leave places better than we found them.
Absolutely.
In the sense of cleanliness and safety. And don't see something and think, oh, somebody else is going to come by and deal with that, because that's what the next 10 people are going to think also. And the situation is just waiting for somebody to say, I'm going to take care of this. And it
Yeah.
could be you. And you don't need to do it for fame or virtue or recognition. Just do it because it's the right fucking thing to do.
Right.
You know?
I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
what else? I have a little thing, a little.
Well, we're covering some good bases here from our little flyers.
Or you can go to Smokey the Bear. You can go to
SmokeyBear.com.
SmokeyBear.com, not Smokey the Bear.
Yeah.
You can say that. It's totally fine.
Yeah, we're
But-
not going to tell you you're wrong.
But yeah, visit SmokeyBear.com. Also, Smokey Bear has an Instagram.
He does.
So he does have an Instagram. He's got a bunch of followers. He's so famous.
He really does. He has like
Yeah.
25,000 some odd followers, maybe even more
he'd
than
be,
that.
He'd be doing it.
Yeah. He's an icon.
He's a
He's
legend.
the moment.
Comment down below if you want to see me get a tattoo of Smokey the Bear.
I want to see you get a tattoo of Smokey the Bear.
I do want one.
One thing that I really like that I see people do is in their vehicles, they carry water and a shovel and fire extinguishers. Because
absolutely.
one of the big things that I see always happening is vehicle fires on the freeway.
Yeah, that happens.
And that starts grass fires, and those can be prevented when an otherwise innocent drive stander, I'll workshop that. Just somebody else driving by sees a vehicle smoking and, oh, they have water, they have a fire extinguisher, and many vehicle fires have been stopped because other people came in and saved the day.
Did you know that there is a person, don't know who, blah, 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 and I think they're still doing it, but they leave gallons of water up on the Mount Sexton every year.
Really?
Like just in places.
That's
like
so
coming
kind
up.
of them.
Yeah. Just to kind of like, if somebody needs water, anytime.
If shit
during the hot,
happens.
there's some water there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in like little points, if you've seen that.
Thanks,
then-
whoever that is. You're looking out for all of us.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like a fun little thing to have too. Just have
Yeah.
some extra water. You don't have to drink it, so don't worry about it
Yeah.
getting hot and like all the like kimmies and stuff like that. Just have it for you just never know.
Yeah.
Like I would use it to like wash my toddler's ass if he decided to shit in his pants on the side of the road. If we're on a road trip. I mean, it can come in many uses.
Absolutely. Yeah. Having non-drinking water in your vehicle can save
Really help.
you from shit or fire.
cleaning your feet before you get in the car.
Yeah.
You know, from a river day, sandy, dirty, just like it's just so nice.
Yeah.
Just have it. I always keep, like I said, I think in the episode that we chatted about. I don't know if it was with Molly or not, but I like to keep a big old trash bag, some trash bags in my car because I like to pick up stuff. I
Yeah.
like to pick up trash when I'm out and about. Like there's a bunch of trash here at the ruin at Tom Pierce Park. That's where we're
we
at.
are. Jinx, you owe me lunch.
soda. It was like both of them were just a little off, but like the same.
Yeah.
I am gonna buy you lunch today.
Thank you.
We'll do a food review. You have to go check out my Instagram.
Yeah, if those
TikTok.
of you who are listening and watching don't know that Heather has a very active Instagram and TikTok where one of her claims to fame is doing totally volunteer food reviews and honest.
I'm overly honest.
No, I think you're perfectly honest. It's wonderful and informative and entertaining.
I try. My little personality, I think, sparkles.
It really does.
Oh, I think so. Cool. What
yeah.
else can we say? Let me see those.
Here, look at these. Well, just knowing, yeah, I think one of the main points also that Smokey was really driving home was knowing before you go, looking at where you're going, what the fire restrictions are, making sure you have all of the...
There's a checklist.
I love a checklist.
There's a home checklist to make sure your home is defensible against fire.
This one is from Firewise USA.
Okay, cool.
They do really great work on making sure homes are defensible, making sure you have at least 5 feet of cleared area around the perimeter of your home, limbing up trees.
Cleaning her up.
Yeah, they have lots of great programs here in our wild urban interface.
Did you know that there is the Forest Service has like 28,000 plus firefighters on the ready, like fully trained, fully ready to like arm up into battle.
And it's a really great, becoming a wildland firefighter is a great seasonal work that pays, what I hear, very well and brings in great skills, physical labor skills, endurance skills, community skills. Everybody that I know who's ever spent time as a wildland firefighter loves it.
We've had one wildland. Have we had more than one wildland on?
Yeah, we've had, Calvin was a wildland firefighter. Miguel is a hotshot firefighter. Sophie does volunteer.
That's right.
Fire.
We'll link all those down below if you want to go check out what the wildland firefighters say about wildland fire.
They love it.
Yeah, it's kind of addicting, I hear, because it's seasonal work. So you get like a huge break and then it's like really satisfying and you come home with a chunk of money.
Yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah. And then like Miguel is a hotshot firefighter. So most of his working time is during summer fire season, but he's employed year round. And so year round he is training for wildfire season.
That's so cool.
So you know he's not just like hobbling into some warehouse and picking up a hose for the first time. He trains like like year round. He is training for carrying heavy loads up hills and running, and he's badass.
And I think a number one thing too.
Shout out Miguel.
Shout out Miguel.
Love my friend Miguel.
And Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yay, Chelsea.
Hi Chelsea. We know you're listening and we love you.
Yes, shout out. Okay. Also, I don't think that I'm gonna do the ride tomorrow. I'll call you. Anyway, because this is gonna come out today.
This is gonna come out today, but she may not have to listen to it today.
Anyway, she'll see it. Okay. Also, I didn't. Another thing that we can do, if nothing else, we could literally just before we go out camping, or any overnight into the woods, we can see what the limitations are around fire at that.
The fire restrictions.
Yeah.
Know before you go.
Yep. So that's a big thing. Know before you go.
Yeah. Check the weather, and also know where you're going.
That is.
Like, know where you are in relation to other resources, other people. So if a fire starts in your vicinity, you know how to get out of wherever you are.
Yeah.
You know the route out. Route out.
Yeah.
Because
maybe there's
wouldn't that friggin' suck?
if there's one way in and one way out,
Yeah.
and like that's the only way you can get in, and what if something happens? You gotta stay alert. Just you
Yes.
know, relax, have fun out there, but like stay cautious and stay aware.
We have to recreate very differently now than people did 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 years ago. There's way more people on
I think
this
that's because
planet.
of social media. You're seeing more
Yeah.
information.
We're seeing more information, but there's way more people in the world, which means that there are
Yes.
more people recreating.
Recreating.
And
And I think Molly said that in the interview, that there's just more people out there recreating, and it's neither a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's great.
It just is
what's
what it
like,
is.
It is what it is.
But we
It's
need
great
to make
an
some
extent.
accommodations
Yes.
and not think like, oh, well, back in my day, I never had to know any of these things or have a satellite phone or let anybody know where I was going, and I did fine. I'm still here. Yeah, and our wildfires are bigger, more aggressive, faster than they were back then. We have more people out recreating, and we have these resources to keep us and our community safer now. So why wouldn't we use them?
Yeah,
We don't have to be,
that's great.
you don't have to have cell phone service and be scrolling on Instagram while you're in the wilderness, but you could have a satellite phone that somebody could shoot you a little message to say, hey, there's a fire where you are.
Yeah,
Because
or
I know where
just
you are
check
because
out-
you told me.
Also, just check out your weather conditions
Yeah.
too. Not just fire restrictions, but make sure you know what the weather's doing. If it's scorching hot and it's going to be hella windy, but also there's a storm coming through at night, like that, man, it's a little sketch. Little sketch, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Like maybe reconsider.
Change your plans.
Yeah.
Go to a different location.
Yeah.
Or change your timing.
Because you can find trees in a lot of places.
Yeah. There's trees everywhere.
There's trees pretty much everywhere.
And don't be done with fireworks.
Oh, dude. We had that big fire in the gorge because some kids hiked up there and set off fireworks. Wasn't that
Yeah.
so sad?
Yeah. Like, don't be dumb, for one. And then don't be dumb with fireworks.
I'd like to know what happened. Like, what was the consequences to that? Because, like,
I
you
think
never
they went
really-
to prison. I think.
I mean, they devastated so many.
That was millions of dollars
Right.
of damage
Yeah.
and terror. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they went to prison.
Yeah. If anybody's ever been in a wildfire, like, I've just seen it, like, on the Rogue, like, driving by or whatever, right? And it's, like, literal terror.
Yeah.
It looks like a horror movie.
The psychological damage caused from that people incur from evacuating from a fire or just witnessing wildfire is devastating.
Yeah.
I have lots of friends who had to evacuate from the Alameda fire, and many of whom's homes burned, that still deal with PTSD. And in the summer, they are legitimately scared to leave their homes because of what if it happens again? And they're not there to get their animals out and get their things out. Like,
Ooh, that's another one. All us ranching people and stuff that might be listening. I don't know, like horse people, people with hobby farms. If we have any listeners of that sort on here,
I hope we do.
I hope we do. Same.
Yeah. I think
Maybe-
Deanne listens, my
Okay,
horse friend.
cool. Deanne, let's make sure you have a evacuation set up, ready to go into the summertime for all your animals at your house. Make sure you have a friend that's willing to, maybe a couple friends that are like, hey, you can always board a horse here if we need to get out in a quick amount of time. Let's think about that.
That is one of the first things that I see in response to urban wildfires.
Oh, people are
is
on it.
corrals and barns saying, bring your farm animals here.
Which is great, but
Yeah.
have it set up. Don't like be freaking out and
Yeah.
rushing at the last minute.
Don't wait to see a
Don't
post
wait.
on Facebook.
Just get
Have
it
friends
dialed.
in places that you know you can go to.
Get it dialed.
Yeah.
Now, like literally, this is the month. Call up a few friends. Hey, can I get your horse trailer on evac? Like, just do a simple text message
Mm-hmm.
to like be like, hey, I'm just kind of preparing for the worst here. And I know a lot of people are, but
Yeah.
like,
Community
There's a
is
lot.
such a big influence in wildfire prevention. Knowing who you can call, who you can go to, who you can take things to, having a network of people, kind of like a little phone tree. I know I'm on some friends like evac list that if they needed to, they're in Phoenix, if they need to evac towards Grants Pass, I'm the person they're going to call, and vice versa. Like, we know that we're on each other's emergency list.
cool. That's so sick. Well,
Yeah. Community, know before you go. Don't be dumb. Use the resources that are available.
yes.
Pack it in, pack it out.
Write us a comment. We'll
Drown your
we'll
fire.
answer it. We'll try to answer it the best of our ability.
Yeah, we have friends in the Forest Service and we have friends in wildland firefighting. So if you ask us a question, excuse me, about green juice, yum, about wildfire prevention, we'll get it answered. Practical action that we can take as individuals today, right now, to protect ourselves from wildfires.
Yep. That's not even, it's just, this is wildfire prevention. This is wildfire prevention.
Yeah. There are going to be wildfires, and how do we respond to those? These tips here.
Yes, I love it.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. I'm Heather.
I'm Emily. And
together we're Go Wildly.
You're so funny.
Oh, girl. I like your purple pants.
Thank you.
I just was checking out your butt, too. It's looking good.
Thank you. I'm going to keep that in. That's a wrap on this episode of Go Wildly. From the bottom of our backpacks, thank you for listening. We know you enjoyed the show, so tap follow, tell a friend or two, and leave a quick review if you can. It makes a real difference. Your support allows Go Wildly to reach new listeners and bring more outdoor stories to the mic. Until next time, go wildly and go outside.